let's now cross to our reporter, Lerato Fekisi, who's in the Eastern Cape to tell us what's happening in Port Elizabeth. Lerato, thanks for joining us. How excited are people in the Eastern Cape getting ready for a new decade?
Way to usher in 2020 than through a good, wholesome bunch of meat. As you can see, I'm at a chisanyama and I thought, you know what, you can't be a chisanyama and not have any meat. So I bought myself some meat, decided to chill a bit, and in my chilling I met some interesting people all the way from KwaZulu-Natal who have come here to the friendly city to see exactly how do we as PE people party and how we're ushering in 2020. Apiwe, we're speaking earlier on about 2020 and 2019 and some of the challenges you think that the country has faced and also you have faced and how you think we can improve as a country going into the new year.
Firstly, greetings to all the SABC viewers. I think the challenges we face as a country, what comes on top of my mind is the gender-based violence against women. And then secondly, the load shedding. As a small business owner, I was hugely affected by load shedding. I hope the government could quickly address that issue in 2020.
As a young person like you're saying, you're a business owner, how badly did the load shedding issue affect you in the running of your business? And where do you think the government must improve? What must be done to address this issue?
I think the government should consider maybe having IPPs, signing off IPPs. So just stabilize ESCOM, just stabilize ESCOM, and then as long as we don't have blackouts, because when there are blackouts, I can't operate as a small business owner. I lose profits. So if the government could quickly address that, I'll be very happy.
And then you also spoke about gender-based violence. We had a really huge problem with that in this year, the death of Uyinene and so on. Where do you think the problem lies in terms of the men and gender-based violence, and who do you think the solution makers must be for this issue?
I think we must be honest with ourselves, because it is men who are abusing women. So I think we must speak to men and maybe hold indabas and gatherings to uplift men and to make them better citizens in our country.
Interesting view there. So are we going into 2020? What are some of your new resolutions? What would you like to see change in the country and also in yourself in 2020?
Yeah, ngiyafisa khona ukuthi kube nalo ushintsho eSouth Africa ngoba kahle kahle ahleli kahle mawuthatha ukubheka yabo thina sizola abantu besifazane if kuthiwa khona umuntu ophatha kabi umuntu esifazane kuyokusiphathe kabi kakhulu lokho ngathi lo muntu engathola umphanisho umdeservayo. Yeah.
And then also, Budu, where do you think the country what must be focused on in doing better as a country in 2020?
Into engenzeka ukuthi kuvulwa amathuba amaningi omsebenzi kuqashwa abantu nalenkinga yagesi isilimaza impela, so kungakuhle ukuthi belungise yona.
So those are young men all the way from KwaZulu-Natal raising interesting issues, especially in terms of gender-based violence. Apo is saying that perhaps the men must be the ones that find the solution because they are the ones that are perpetrators of such crimes, saying that indabas must be held with the men to find out exactly where is the problem and why are they the perpetrators of crime against women. Also saying that electricity was a problem, unemployment is a problem as well. So saying that in 2020 they hope that there'll be more jobs for young people. ESCOM will have their lights on throughout the whole year and there'll be no load shedding. But as I said to you that despite all these resolutions, my resolution is to have more meat in 2020, and I'm going to do just that and indulge in this meat and join us later on as we go around the city highlighting the highlights of 2019 and what to look forward to in 2020. So cheers for me, time for me to nyama away.
No, just before you nyama away. Oh, she's gone. I wanted to speak to her, but next time perhaps. All right, okay. So, all right, Lerato, if you can still hear me, what's going to be happening as the biggest part of the city celebration, and where is it going to happen?
I think definitely here at Black Impala, because this is one of the most hot spots here in New Brighton. It's a local restaurant here in New Brighton that actually has events throughout the whole year, and various artists come from all around the country. But today we've heard that artists nationally will be coming here, and people have gathered already. Some are having birthday celebrations, have come with their families. So I think here in Impala in New Brighton, and also if you go to the beach, I think that huge celebrations there. We drove past there, we saw a stage, and we heard that some national artists will be performing there. Also some local artists as well. So I think the beachfront and also here in New Brighton, Black Impala is definitely the place to be if you're in Port Elizabeth.
All right, Lerato, we'll cross to you again a little bit later on as the countdown continues in this part of the world. You know that Auckland in New Zealand and Sydney have just celebrated their